Okay. Dear all audience around the world, parents, educators, and students, welcome to this forum, the most eventual and informative one for this era. I'm academician Shpresa Delia, and I'm from Albania, senior education officer at Elegant Empire Education. This forum is hosted by Coach Shyama Marikar, academician and international speaker. Welcome again to our education and lifestyle journey towards 2030. This forum is powered by Elegant Empire Education Malaysia, a prestigious educational-based organization which focuses on quality education for all, regardless race, country, and religion. Our idealistic and visionary founder, Ambassador Professor Esther Mala, focuses mostly on upholding a quality education that develops individuals from all walks of life to their potential, which ignites curiosity, enriches knowledge, and nurture personal and professional growth. Her vision matches with the mission of Elegant Empire Education, as it curates a diverse range of online summits, workshops, webinars, and training sessions led by experts and outstanding leaders from various fields of life. Elegant Empire Education creates an inclusive and supportive environment, and by harnessing the power of technology and innovation, and through this platform, we aim to collaboratively organize educational events that will enhance knowledge dissemination, skill development, and fostering a lifelong learning global community. We strictly follow the slogan, quality education for all. And the floor is given to Coach Shyama Marikar to introduce the prominent panelists that always Elegant Empire Education takes care of to make it as soundful, as successful as possible. Thank you so much.
Thanks again. Thanks again for that wonderful introduction, Professor Sprisha. Hello, everyone. Very warm welcome again to our educational forum. My dear panelists and esteemed panelists and all our elegant leaders and all the global audience. Good afternoon, morning, and very good evening from Oman. This is Coach Shyama Marikar. I'm a teacher, trainer, and NLP master practitioner. And I also work as an education officer at Elegant Empire Education. So, welcoming you all again. And today we are going to talk about a wonderful topic. We already talked with a few other panelists, but it is actually a very good topic because it's related to education, as we all are educators in different levels, different countries. We deal with students, right? So we know what they do, how they do, how we experience with them. So we thought of putting our light on just spotlight on this topic again for today also, with two different people, but their expertise in two different fields. One panelist is with higher students and one panelist with small children. Let's see what they have to say about International Students' Day, which means what the students, how they are important to the society and what issues they face and everything. To deep dive into that, let me first invite our first panelist. Today we have Madam Chintamani. She is all the way from India, and she is an educator, especially in childhood education. She teaches not only English for those children, she teaches human values, technology for small children, early childhood. She has more than 30 years of experience, and she is a very resourceful person today. So I would like to ask a question for you. Madam Chintamani, how are you doing today?
I think you can start with Professor Sandra.
No, she is there, I think. Hello, madam, can you hear me? No.
She's busy.
Okay.
Just now she said she can't hear us. Chintamani, can you hear? Madam Chintamani, can you hear? Never mind, you just start with the Professor Sandra. Don't wait. Let her get settled. I think she's
okay. With some due to some technical issues, let's move on to our second panelist, Professor Sandra Almeida. She is all the way from Mumbai, a beautiful city, right? And a famous city also. And she's also my good friend. she is a professor, and she has a master dual degrees, postgraduates, and in management and account. And she is also reading her PhD now. Very warm welcome, Professor Sandra Almeida, to our forum today. And she also does many volunteer work as extra things, extracurricular things. And she also an active member in Share Every platform. And she's a moderator, trainer. She has many of these things. Thank you very much for joining with us today, Professor Sandra. Welcome. And I would like to ask you your question. For you, my question is, what are the challenges that these international students may face in a new learning environment? Because they move to a new place to learn, right? So that's why we call them international students. So what challenges they face, do you think?
Thank you, Shyama ma'am and Estra ma'am for giving me this opportunity. Good evening, everyone from India. Yes, this is the very important question today. Students, international students, these young students, they come half the way from around the world, and they are full of dreams, full of aspirations. They are full of excitement. But as soon as they embrace on this new chapter in a different country, foreign country, they come to know that this is like a roller coaster. They are facing many problems, and due to which this is like an hindrance or barrier to their progress. And they come to know that, yes, it's not so easy to get into this or grabbing this opportunity, completing this. And let us see what type of problems they face today when they go to a new foreign land. So, first of all, they face cultural shift. The country which they are and the country where they are going for further studies, this may have a long or a very high cultural difference. And that is very difficult to adapt. Coming to the new situations, being with new people, with new asset, new communication language. So this all creates a problem for them. The second thing is homesickness. They avoid themselves from certain people, certain group of people, students, because of uh, communication skills maybe, or maybe feeling loneliness or not being a part of them. So they try to keep themselves major time at home or where they stay. So they become homesick. That is the other problem. The third is that problem also creates this first two problem, that is language barrier. They come from a totally different country. So English is a common language, but still the accent is different. From each country, the people have their own accent, and understanding that English is very difficult for them. So that is another problem. The next is accommodation problem. They are coming from developing countries to developed countries, and the charges may be too high, that this can create a problem for them. Social abuse is there, lifestyle differences are there, how they lead their life, what they eat, the food difference. Then learning styles are different in their country. When they had learned in their school and now in college, something different. And academic expectations are different. Prejudice is there. In other countries, discriminations are there. Adapting to time zone is also a problem. When they connect to their home country, there somewhere it is like today it is evening in my country. It may be morning in some other country. So that also makes a problem, and financial problem. So these are all problems that they face today. So when we go on a particular like cultural problem, so different caste, different creed, people from different background, they are coming together. So everyone may not be at the same pitch or at the same flow. So it may create a disturbance for others. And this cultural problem, this cultural differences makes a lots of difference for them, because they feel they are totally alone to face that. When it comes to cultural difference, there are different among communication styles. In cultural difference also, we have differences in communication styles. We have differences in the holiday celebrations. Like in India, we have Christmas, we have Diwali vacation, but when we go to
Yes,
UK, USA, there is difference. Yeah.
Professor Sandra, I would like to ask you now, you beautifully mentioned the roller coaster ride they go through. What would be the solution for them? How can we help them to overcome these issues and give them the pleasant learning experience? Can you please elaborate on it?
Yeah, we as a professor or a teacher, we should come to their level first of all. Whenever a
Yes.
professor or a teacher is teaching, his duty is to go to the level of the students to make them understand why they are not understanding. What is the difference? Whether it is language, whether it is a communication gap, whether it is the method of teaching. So it's totally depends on teacher also, what she is going to offer, whether it is reaching to the student in the same way, what we want to reach, whether they are taking the same meaning. That makes a difference. And that's why the teacher's role is very, very important. She can create a group wherein there can be lots of supporters for this type of students. Like previously also, some people, suppose let us take an example of USA and India. Some person from India has traveled to USA. So there may be other group of students coming from India also previously. They can create a group of ex-students who had already passed out and who can share their experiences and help the students to come out of that. So one thing is that we can do. Second, our teaching, we can come to their level and teach them and see, check out every day, take the feedback, whether they are understanding. What is that? Whether it is accent that is making a difference, and let them make understand that these problems everywhere there are challenges. They need to face that challenges instead of showing their back, because after some day these problems will vanish. Like language difference, at the cost of one they are learning two. One is the native language in which country they are, and other is the English language. So they are learning two. Suppose I'm in some country where there is Spanish. So at the cost of one, they can learn even Spanish day in and day out. The teacher can help them somewhat by taking one extra edge, by giving them knowledge about Spanish for maybe half an hour, 15 minutes a day, or making a WhatsApp group and making them understanding like hi, what to say for hi, hola, or what to say for bye, ciao, or gracias, thank you. So we can teach them our country language as well as English to make their journey easy. And for accommodations, teachers as well as institutions, we can support them, because I think so in majority of the institutions, they provide even hostels. So we can provide them this information till the time you cannot stay outside, stay in this hostel. Even though they are married, they are elders, or whosoever the students may be. But we can create a smooth base for them so they can land in smoothly. They can have good accommodation at a little bit of rate, and a little bit of simple food we can provide them, and we can make their lives easy. We can teach them to their level. We can give them friendly groups, and we can make them meet with certain people of their own caste or communities, maybe our past students. And that's how we can make their life easy. That's what I think. And make them understand that challenges are not challenges, they are the opportunities. So let us take the
Exactly.
challenge as an opportunity, because today's threat can be like an opportunity, and tomorrow it will be a very great dawn for us, wherein we will not only learn, but we will grab lots of knowledge, wisdom, and we can be on the peak of our life. So that we have to teach them. We have to make them strong, not only
Exactly. Very well
physically.
said.
Mentally.
Very well
Thank you.
said. Very well said, Professor Sandra. That actually every problem has a solution. If only we can care and share, right? Basic human
Yes.
things. So we can create, support them to overcome their challenges. Thank you very much for your brilliant share. With this, let me move on to our first panelist. Madam Chintaman, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself?
Please unmute your handphone since you're using the mic there.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, 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 yes. Very well.
Oh, okay.
Madam
So good
Chintamani?
evening. Yes,
Good
good
evening.
evening. Sorry, I was having some issue with my mic with my laptop. So
Yeah.
thank you
Just
so
wait
much,
first.
Shama. Thank you,
Yes.
Dr. Estera, for inviting me.
Yeah,
So I'm
Yeah.
grateful from you all. So I hope
Yeah,
you
let
can
me
hear
proceed
me.
with my
Hear me.
question.
yeah.
Madam
Chintamani, wait for
Chintamani
her.
is a specialist childhood education, and she has very long experience teaching children. And she teaches not only English, also human values technology for young children. So we would like to hear from you. Ma'am, your question is, what are the challenges that are faced by abandoned children of the age of 5 to 11? Or 1 to 6 years sometimes. 1 to 6 years.
Yeah, okay. So, I have been working with the abandoned children for so many years. So the abandoned children are children from the community. So due to poverty, unemployment, and they are abandoned from their family. They are also street children with no parents, abused or drug addict parents having committed an offense are in the police remand. So these children are really very, like, they have no one to look after them. So from this, there is a child protection unit, the CDU, refer these children to shelters. Like the organization I work, we have it's like a shelter where we accommodate children like from the community, from the street children. So the children, they face many challenges throughout their lives. Like they are separated from their family and sibling. They might live in different shelter with no contact with their own brother and sisters. They live differently in different shelters. These children, they have to accept rules set to them. There is lack of confidence and low self-esteem. They have behavioral problems. This shows aggressiveness sometimes, difficulty in education. So they have a difficulty in trusting people at the first. They have to accept to new environment from where they are sent in different shelters. The environment is different. So like the toddlers are very easy to adapt to the new environment, whereas the kindergarten age are very sensitive and difficult to new environment until they build up a sense of trust. Because when they join school, they have the feeling like they are afraid to approach new people, to talk with us. It's a bit difficult. So working with kindergarten age children, I have noticed that these children have emotional problems. They have delay in cognitive and social development. They have language problem also, because when they stay on the street, there's no one to communicate to with them properly. So they have language difficulty. They are at times difficult to understand things. So they take a lot of time to understand what we ask them to do. So we as educators, we have must take care of them. We must make them feel secure, and we have to love them, like for them to be not afraid to talk with us, to have this feeling, this confidence, that they feel secure, they are loved. That is how they can learn easily.
Exactly, exactly. Very, very well
Yeah.
said, ma'am, that it's a noble job you're doing. And
Yeah.
really, they are going through so much things, and people who take care of them know them well. And we salute your job, actually. It's a very noble thing you're doing.
Yeah.
God bless you
Mhm.
and your children. And thank you very much
Thank you.
for sharing your thoughts on this. And with this,
Yeah.
I would like to hand over the podium to our dear professor, Dr. Sprisha. Dr. Sprisha, floor is yours.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, so sorry.
Now,
We have
what-
another 10 minutes, dear. We get another 10 minutes. We can go with question first, then, you know.
okay.
Yeah, we have another
Okay.
10 minutes. Sorry, Dr.
Mhm.
Professor Sprisha.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I think she lost touch.
So, Dr. Sprisha, is there anything you would like to ask them? Any questions? Because I'm done with
Yeah,
the Professor
actually, yeah, the topic is actually a hot topic, especially for the abandoned children, because I mean, even in Albania, there are some abandoned children as well. So thank you, Siatamani. Yes,
Chintamani.
if I pronounce it
Chintamani.
correct.
Yeah, Chintamani. Yes.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for all the problems that you just told to us. But
Yeah, thank you.
what would you suggest as a solution? So how to solve these problems? Because they face a lot of problems in the community, personal problems, psychological problems. But we as educators, where is our role now? How to make it easy for them to feel like being at home, even these kids in our society?
Yeah, so we have first of all, we have to build up a sense of confidence in them, for them to feel secure, to feel they are loved, they are not left alone. So that is how we do at school first. When they join our school, we build up this confidence with them. We talk with them politely. So we don't ask question from where you come from, what happened, for them not to feel like they have to revive this moment when they were separated from their parents. So we forget everything. We just try to bring the child closer to us. We love them, secure them, feel them comfortable with education, with everything, and the school environment. But the children, they are sent to shelters first. So in the shelter, they have people who look after them, who care for them, who prepare food for them. The children, they must feel like home, like other kids from the environment. So they must feel secure, they must feel home. That is how they are going to do some progress in education and in their lives.
Yes, thank you.
Next question,
Thank you
please.
so much.
Koshiyama.
Thank you.
With this, I think our Professor Esther Aman would like to add something. As usual, just ask some questions to
I
make
think,
it
yeah.
interesting.
Oh, I have to think because I was busy looking at the time and all that. I'll come back. You may go to Koshiyama. You may go to the second question for the first the panelist, Professor.
Oh, I asked because I asked her already. I combined both together because she was
you already asked. Okay. How about Madam Chintamani's second question? Asked already.
That was asked by same question.
Oh, okay then. Okay then. Then it's very good. Then we have enough time for me to come. I thought today I'm not going to
Yeah,
ask.
that's why. We want you to put some extra things. Yes.
Okay. Professor Sandra is handling a totally a different group of students, but she has experience in handling different groups of groups of students, a different age group. Yeah. Whereas Madam Chindamani, she is confined to
Yeah.
children younger than 7 years old, right? Madam
Yes.
Chindamani, younger
Mhm.
than 7
Yeah.
years. But what
Yeah,
she,
1 to 5 years, like 3 to 5 years old.
yeah,
It's in Mauritius, it's kindergarten.
yeah, you see, even that, even
Yeah.
that handling, why we are focusing a lot on Madam Chindamani, because her case, her children are different students, not like the normal
Yeah.
LKG. These are
Yeah,
affected
sure.
children, affected emotionally,
Yeah.
abandoned, broken down.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
need to do a lot of, give them a lot. You have to do a lot of hard work in building them up emotionally.
Yes.
First thing
Yeah, sure.
emotionally, right? So,
Yes,
can you
sure.
give example what you do to a child which refuse to talk, refuse to eat?
Oh, so
I'm very
like
sure.
yeah. Yeah, when they first come to school, there are some who refuse to talk with everyone. So we must we start with a song. So if we know that the child like music, we are going to put a music for the child. So by this, we'll see the child will approach the educator, the teacher will approach, will come, will try to hold the hand, will try to we have to talk with him politely, the child politely. So we have to build up the confidence and bring him in the group, like to socialize, to be socialized. Because sometimes when the other kids will see the first child who come to school, he might not go and play with him. So we have to organize games, organize song, storytelling. So I need to gather the child to be in the group, to be a sense of confidence, to sit with other children, to be able to socialize with the group. So we try to storytelling, like singing, music. This help a child greatly.
Yeah, very good answer. Very good answer. Because
Yeah.
now, because of this sharing, we all, I mean, including Professor Sandra also, and have
Mhm.
more insight about your children. Okay. So,
Yeah.
do you have handicapped children in your shelter? Handicapped children with
Uh,
some.
no, we don't have, because we are not like personal, like the people the staff, we are not trained to work with
Yeah, because
such
you have
type
to
of
send them
kids.
to a different school. They belong
Yes,
to a different
yeah,
school. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because you said
because because there are also abandoned children, but they don't attend like the autism with autism problem, but they don't attend our school. They have they are sent to different institution.
Okay, that's great. Wonderful. Yeah, so
Yeah.
dear audience, to introduce Madam Chindamani again, she's from Mauritius. Okay, she's in Mauritius, is Indian, but Mauritius, they don't speak Tamil like the Indians and Hindi. They speak Spanish
Yeah.
and English. Yeah, so
With, no, our main language is Creole, like a bit of French and English. So
uh,
mainly is Creole language, like Seychelles. They speak
oh,
Creole. Yeah,
yeah, okay, that's nice. Professor
yeah.
Sandra, I am very sure you have a lot to share, but we will, of course, you will have more opportunity, and you are coming in as our guest observer together with Madam Chindamani. So you two will couple, and we will hear from you more. Yeah. So now, since the time is almost up, I will pass on the baton to Professor Dr. Spresha Delia to
Yes.
continue. Sum up. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Professor Esther Mala. Thank you, Coach Shyama Marikar for hosting this lovely forum, very informative, but also very educational to every one of us. It is my honor to give the closing of this, the closing remarks of this forum with a brilliant and outstanding panelists, Professor Sandra Almeida and also Madam Chintanamare Blikto, who really provided us with a very informative and very important issues concerning the, how the international students can get accommodated to, to the schools in India, but also in other international schools. And also how the abandoned kids, little children, or might be teenagers, how to make them get accommodated in our society. A special thank you, is given to both of you. And also, what I would like to highlight more is because, all the problems were heard and we talked about them, but I would love for us educators to follow the quote given by Professor Sandra Almeida, saying that let us take the challenges as opportunities. And this is our task today as educationists. But also, I would highly appreciate what Madam Chintamare said, that we should be, as educators, we should be present in their life. In the abandoned kids' lives, and we as teachers should only be present with words and with courtesy, but also being present as their mothers, as their parents that they love mostly, because they lack love, they lack respect, and that's why, just to make them feel not humbled, but to feel confident and to feel respected in their society. Thank you so much to Professor and to Professor and Ambassador Esther Mala, who is also the visionary person of giving all this beautiful view to the organization Elegant Empire Education. So she always is very insightful, and she brings up a very hot issues that go around the world, not only tackling problems only in specific places. So for this, I would like to say that the mission is totally completed in line with the slogan, which is that, we should be we should be considering the slogan, quality education for all. Thank you again, and hopefully we are going to meet in other forums and in other summits together. Thank you.
On Wednesday, next Wednesday, we have another set of problems with a forum, and another set of amazing panelists is waiting to serve us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, both panelists. You have done a wonderful, fabulous job.